The next section, as we start Chapter 3, is 3.1, Characteristics of Polynomial Functions. So Section 3.1 is Characteristics of Polynomial Functions. We've seen a lot of these before in your math career. You've seen almost all the different types that we'll run into in this course in some way or another. So we have linear functions. Linear functions would be something like y equals x would be about as simple as it could get. It's degree 1, meaning highest exponent on the x's is 1. Sketch, something very rough like that, a straight line. Second degree function is called quadratic. You've spent some significant time with those before. Y equals x squared would be a real simple one, and picture of that is just a parabola facing upward. Cubic is a third degree function. Y equals x cubed. Kind of an S-shaped curve, starts way down here in quadrant 3 and heads up through quadrant 1. Fourth degree is a funny name called quartic. A fourth degree function. X to the 4 is actually a bit of a deceptive example because at first glance it almost looks like it's a parabola of some kind if you graph it on your calculator, but we'll talk about them some more in a second. And the fifth degree, quintic, y equals x to the 5th being the simplest. Again, kind of can start way down here in the negative and then heads up through the positive, and kind of at first glance again looks like a cubic. You'll notice that the odd degrees, degree 1, degree 3, and degree 5, all have something in common, and that is that they start, in these cases, they start in quadrant 3 and they head up through quadrant 1. If we look at a negative version of any one of those, they will head downward instead. But they still head in opposite directions, versus the even ones that either point up in both corners, both directions, or if you turn them upside down, they can point down in both. There's just some clues when you're looking at an unknown function to try to decide is it an even degree function or an odd degree function.